In this lesson, we are going to cover when we use the present perfect. The key concept is that the present perfect is used to talk about things that happened at an unspecified time in the past. So keep that in mind as we go through the different cases and examples, because what they all have in common is that they're talking about some unspecified time in the past. The other thing to note here is that you may be confused because we're using the present perfect to talk about the past, but yes, the present perfect is used to talk about the past. So you can almost ignore the name. Don't let it confuse you, because this is a verb tense used to talk about the past. So you may be also asking yourself, but what does unspecified time in the past mean exactly? And that's what we're going to cover in the rest of this lesson. So here are some example sentences. I have visited Paris. Do you know when I visited Paris? No. All you know from this sentence is that some point in my life, and I've been alive for 30 years, that I have visited Paris, but you don't know when. In other words, when I visited Paris is unspecified, which is why I'm using the present perfect. There have been many forest fires in California. Do you know when the forest fires happened based on this sentence? No. Same thing. California has been there for a long time. In this sentence, I do not say when those forest fires occurred, and therefore I am using the present perfect. Brazil has won 5 World Cups. Based on this sentence, do you know when Brazil won those World Cups? No. That is not specified. Let's now go through some specific cases where we use the present perfect. And the first one is when we talk about experiences. So, she has visited the Great Pyramids of Giza. At some point in her life, she visited the Great Pyramids of Giza, but because we are not specifying when in this sentence, we use the present perfect. They have watched Bruce Springsteen in concert 17 times. Same thing. They've gone 17 times, but in this sentence, we don't know when they went. It is unspecified. We use the present perfect. The professor has read thousands of books. We also use it for change over time. For example, he has grown up a lot. This sentence doesn't tell us when exactly he grew up. It's unspecified, so we use the present perfect, has grown up. The Chinese economy has become one of the largest in the world. We don't know when exactly based on this sentence. We use the present perfect. Her English has improved a lot since she moved to Australia. Okay, so she moved to Australia, and at some point during that time, unspecified, she improved her English. Accomplishments. She has received over 50 patents. When exactly? It's not said, so we use the present perfect. They have hiked the 10 tallest mountains in the world. Maybe it was last year, maybe it was 10 years ago, or 50 years ago. We don't know, so we use the present perfect. He has discovered a new vaccine. We use the present perfect to talk about an uncompleted action you expect to be completed. Here, we're moving away from the concept of unspecified time a little bit. This is a slightly different usage. The letter from my brother hasn't arrived yet. I'm expecting a letter from my brother. He told me that he took it to the post office and mailed it, but I haven't received it yet. Diego hasn't finished his homework yet. He needs to finish his homework today, but he hasn't finished it yet. The professor hasn't returned our exams yet. We took the exams, we submitted the exams, but the professor hasn't returned them yet. Number 5, actions that happened in the past and may not be finished. They have had many problems while constructing the new bridge. So they had problems in the past, and they may continue to have problems in the present and the future. The problems may continue. We have met 4 times to work on the project. We met 4 times in the past, and we may meet more times. The professor has given 3 quizzes this semester, and implied here is that he may give more quizzes. The quizzes are not completed. Let's compare the slight differences between the present perfect and the past simple. So if I say they have had many problems while constructing the new bridge, I'm implying that there may be more problems. The problems are not finished. But if I say they had many problems while constructing the new bridge, I'm implying that the problems are over or finished. If I say we have met 4 times to work on the project, I'm implying that we may meet more times. But if I say we met 4 times to work on the project, I'm implying that there are no more meetings.